Again, I was scared, but we're fine. I've been having nothing but OBS problems since yesterday, but we're good. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. And I believe, as soon as I see that image come up, come on, give it to me. There we go. And we should be live for episode 43 of the ZombSquad Podcast. How are you all doing on this fine day? We are the ZombSquad crew. I'm Jack. And who's this guy down below? Who's this guy that's been gone, like, you know, adventuring into the dark even for the past 2 weeks? It's Kyle. He's back. He's back for episode 43. It's good to have you back, dude. It's good to see you. How you doing? Yeah. No, I can understand that, dude. Well, it's great. It's great to have you back for this episode. And of course, we got the man Spike as well. How you doing, Spike? He feels deaf. Yeah, he's living off of no sleep, so this is going to be interesting, like, how his input's going to, like, get put across. 3.5, okay. Well, that's at least that's something. Like, at least you're not living off of 0 hours sleep. Like, because then that's just, you know. Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. But there was a movie. Okay, right, guys. But we are joined this week by a guest who we actually haven't had on the show before. And I've been meaning to get this guy on. He took part in Zombies Jeopardy, the series that I did. And he did very well. But now we've finally got him onto the podcast. It is the one and only Mr. Caleb Ross. How are you doing, my fine sir? You can only hear me for some. Oh my god.
My god.
Guys, it's not a podcast without technical difficulties. And that technical difficulty is me muting the speakers on OBS. So, okay, well, I'm going to start that again. So, Caleb, how are you doing, my guy? It's good to see you.
Hey, guys. I'm doing great. How are you guys doing today?
Oh, yeah, we're doing fantastic, man. It's good to have you on the show. Finally got you on. I've been meaning to get you on, like, for
Thanks
quite
for
a few
inviting
times.
me.
Like, because you're one of those quite well-known people in the community. Like, you know, there's a lot of people that really know you on Twitter, and I know Clarky shouts you out a lot as well. So it's really good to finally get you on to talk some zombies.
Yes, sir.
So,
I like the way how I was kind of like nonchalantly invited to the podcast too on Twitter. We're like, this would be a good podcast. They're like, this would be a good topic to talk about. I was like, yeah, this would be a good podcast topic, you know. You're like, yeah, it would be.
Yeah, well, I blame Aqua for that. He was very not so subtly hinting at, you know, oh yeah, you know, topic on the podcast, yeah, topic on the podcast, yeah.
He was like, yeah, you want a little topic, you know?
I talk about that a little bit, yeah. That. I blame Aqua for that, you know, but he's a great guy. He's awesome. Hello to Lewis and Erica in the chat as well. Good to see you guys. Again, as always with our shows, guys, you know, through the show. Any questions you have for us, please put in the chat. We will answer them as we go along through the episode. It's our new way of doing topic time, so be sure to get those questions in. But speaking of questions, every time we have a new guest on the show, and this is actually the first time I get to use this scene since doing the redesign, so I'm very happy. But we have a set of guest questions that we like to ask our new people that come on the show. And what better person to ask them than the man who's been AFK for the past 2 weeks, gone adventuring to the dark ether, probably saw Samantha Maxis, said hi to her, and then ran away from zombies. It is Mr. Kyle. So take it away, my guy.
All right, Caleb. Most memorable zombie moment.
I didn't study for this test, but I think probably last year my most memorable moment was from when me and a bunch of group of guys did Zombies for Charity 2. It's this little charity that we did that we invited over 50 people involved, and it was probably one of the best things I think I'll ever be involved in. And this year it's going to be big. It's going to be coming back bigger and better than ever. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think all the memories that I made with those boys, I don't think I'm going to forget for the rest of my life. So I think that's probably a big memory there.
Gee, that's sick. Awesome. What keeps bringing you back to zombies, and how has it impacted you?
I think it's just fun to play when you're just kind of just doing something, or like when you got nothing to do, when I'm just kind of casually talking to friends, I just kind of like run up a game. It's always enjoyable, and I like the mystery aspect to it as well. I love the type of games. I actually played a game yesterday that was very similar to it, where it's like kind of like an escape room, kind of where you have to solve stuff to get to different places and go to different rooms, and there's like stuff that you can unlock and get through. And it's one of those games that I kind of enjoyed, like kind of solving all the mysteries and getting through all the lore of the game. So I think maybe all the story and all the mysteries a part of the game is what keeps bringing me back.
All right, cool. Favorite map?
Got a mug. I got a face mask. Dude, Zombies in Spaceland is my life. It is my life.
You know what? I'm glad that Spaceland, Spaceland is finally coming into the list of someone's favorite map. Like, because that map is really underappreciated. Like, it's a great map.
I agree. I think, in my opinion, and I know this is usually a very controversial opinion, I think Zombies in Spaceland is the most innovative zombie map to ever come out.
You know what?
I think it's added the most, and it's shown the most different than any other zombies map. And what I mean by that, I mean prior, so like pre BO4, I believe, pre BO4 and Cold War and stuff like that. I think Zombies in Spaceland showed the most different kind of way to play zombies than every other map. Every other map kind of, and I've been saying this before the map came out, is I kind of want a goofy zombies map that isn't super dark and like bloody and gross all the time. Show like it can be funny too. It can have like it can have a fun aspect to it, and not just focusing on story, but focusing on, you know, having fun and just kind of playing around. Like, who knew you could ride a freaking roller coaster and get run over by bumper cars? You can literally play skee ball and basketball. And the way they added like the traps, all the traps are different, and they're not just, you know, electric traps that we've seen thousands of times. Every trap is different, like, you know, the crocodile, the spinning machine, stuff like that. And then how zombies can drop was actually added into Cold War. Zombies could drop like grenades and stuff, and different types of grenades, like gas grenades, stun grenades, fire grenades, and also the tickets where you can buy like different things. I didn't know this like until like, you know, a couple months ago when I replayed it, but there is a thing that you can buy that literally causes meteors to fall from the freaking sky to kill zombies.
Damn.
It's insane the amount of stuff that you can do on that map.
I believe I remember that. That sounds familiar.
They got like personal teleporters, rewind grenades. There's so much stuff in that game that most people don't even know about.
That's
I
very
think
true.
if that map was released by Treyarch or released not on Infinite Warfare's name, I believe Zombies in Spaceland would be loved by a lot more people. I feel like people don't really play Zombies in Spaceland because it's under Infinite Warfare's name, and people are like, ew, Infinite Warfare, gross. But
yeah,
it's a great map when you play it over again. And plus, I love all the characters are so goofy and how you can have breakdancing zombies. It's just a lot of fun.
that's a good one, because usually it's a typical Treyarch map. So
Yeah, the typical
like
Mob of the Dead or Origin, stuff like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Cold War is kind of starting to kind of bring that, like slowly bringing that aspect in, like, you know, how they had the coffin dance and Die Machine and stuff like that. And how isn't there like a breakdancing Easter egg? And I don't know. I've literally from Firebase Z, I'm totally out of the loop with that map. I don't even know what's going on in that map. All I know is you can fucking accidentally die by a monster by picking up a sentry gun. But I'm totally out of the loop on that map. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, I mean, I went to go pick up a freaking war machine on the ground and about to get my ass eaten. It was very scary. It was like violation in the finest.
Oh man. Okay, where does your gamer tag come from, Caleb? Give us the
Ooh.
origin.
Rossi the Great 1 is my gamer tag. And I think the origin is I don't know, it came from my brother. I don't know where my brother got it from, but back on PS3, my brother had the name Rossi the Great. And I kind of, basically, I was the only one on PlayStation. My brother kind of had it, and then he never played it ever again. I was just always the only one playing on the PlayStation. So then I got it from there, and then I got a PS4, and I couldn't, use Rossi the Great because it was my brother's account, and he didn't remember his password for his email. So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make Rossi the Great 1. And when I made it, it kind of sounds like you're saying Rossi the Great 1 instead of like Rossi the Great 1. So like people always ask me like, oh, Rossi the Great 1, like Rossi, you're the Great 1. And I was like, I didn't really intentionally do that, but I made it to be like the second version of it, but it works. So that's where that came from.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Rossi.
Favorite childhood game? Oh, sorry.
No,
Sorry,
I was just gonna say Rossi the Grey One. I don't know what it is. I hear something like that, and I think Lord of the Rings style of names. Like
Rossi.
Yeah.
Rossi the Great One. He lives up in the mountain with his gremlins.
I've never seen Lord of the Rings. Fun fact.
Yeah, what? Never mind.
I'm pretty sure only like a small few people. And then there's like Harry Potter. I've never seen Harry Potter either.
Neither have I.
And then there's like Star Wars and Marvel, which I'm obsessed with.
Mm-hmm. You
Yeah.
and me both, brother.
Yep, same here.
I've seen like 3 Marvel movies and like barely paid attention to like 1 episode of Star Wars.
Nah, that's fair. Yeah, most women I talk to, I'm like, yeah, I like Star Wars and Marvel. They're like, check please. So yeah, it's it's terrible. I mean, I'm into it, but I have this giant Marvel poster right in front of me. So I mean,
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, I just got these 2 posters. I got the Chaos poster and the Dead of the Night poster just a couple of days ago.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, favorite Treyarch map is Ascension, by the way. I don't know if anyone asked, but just putting it out there. Well, yeah, there you go.
Favorite childhood game, Caleb?
Ooh, that's hard. Actually, I can answer this one. I don't know if you guys have played Infamous 2. It was a PS3. I think it was a PS3 exclusive game. That was part of the Infamous series. Infamous 2. There's something about that game that I loved, and it was. I don't know if you guys remember this. This old software. I don't know if it's not software, but this old website. They used to have commercials on TV all the time. And I can't for the life of me think about the company, but like they had commercials all the time, and the commercials were like, you can order games and you don't have to pay for them. You can just kind of borrow them, and then you could pay for it and then send it back when you're done playing with it. Mm-hmm. And then they had like commercials on TV all the time about it. And I think it was like Game Disc or something like that. But like you can order it online. It was kind of like Redbox, but for online. And they're like, we'll email you the game disc. You play it for a little bit, and then you can ship it back. And if you like the game, you can pay us for it, and you can keep it. And I was like, this is really cool. So I tried it because I saw so many commercials about it. And I got Infamous 2 because I've always played the demos of Infamous 2. Like on my PS3, I've played like millions of demos because I was too poor to buy a game. And my parents did not want to buy me any games for some reason. So I'd always play the demo. So I played the demo for Infamous 2 maybe 300 times. And I was like, I want to play the actual game. So I played the full game of Infamous 2. And it was so fun. It's like a guy that gets superpowers and he has like electric powers. And you can either be good or bad. And if you're good, that means you have like blue powers. If you're bad, then you get like these red powers. It's an interesting game.
Sounds interesting.
Man.
Gamefly. That's what it is.
Yeah, Gamefly.
That is exactly what it is. Gamefly. I forgot about that.
I used to never see those.
Wow.
There's like little commercials on it. Yep.
Yeah, there's these Gamefly commercials. I always thought as a kid, I was like, oh, this looks sick. Because you just get these games for free and then you can just send them back when you're done.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's a blast from the past.
I don't know. At face value, that seems like a scam for like what that is, but like it sounds pretty legit, I guess.
Yeah. Thinking about it now, it sounds exactly like a scam. So you don't even have to pay. You just play the game and then you're done and send it back. And then we'll pay you. Then you'll have to pay for not sending it back. But it doesn't matter.
That's almost like you're becoming a tester. Like you buy the game, you play for so long, and
Yeah.
you send it back. It's almost like you're being instructed to test literally everything on the game. Like,
That's true.
I suppose that
They
can't.
that probably got shut down real fast because they weren't making any money. I can't see how you can make money off of that, but I mean,
That's very true. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
it worked. I liked it. I had fun with it.
Okay, so there's two things to get into off the top before we get into the main topics for today. The first one is kind of aimed at you, Caleb.
Okay.
Was there anything? This is actually a new thing we're doing here on the show. Was there anything in particular that you wanted to discuss outside of the main topics that we have today?
Well, I told you earlier, I'm a big Marvel guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if any of you guys have been caught up with WandaVision.
I have.
Oh, I have not.
I have.
Dang. But I've heard
I think might have to be my favorite Marvel series, Marvel thing. It's freaking insane.
You know what? I was so
Wow.
I was like the trailer for WandaVision looked good. I was very skeptical of it though. I swear, it gets better with each episode, and it keeps
Oh, yeah,
you
for sure.
hooked. Like
Right.
it's amazing.
Personally, hate sitcoms. I hate sitcoms. I can't stand like the corny. Oh, well, that's what you should do, Jimmy. And then like the soundtrack in the background, like the soundtrack in the background. It bugs the shit out of me, and I hate soundtracks. But like the
Same.
way that the series is made is like everything anyone says and anyone mentions, it's all has a deeper meaning.
Mhm.
It's like even the laugh track has a deeper meaning. Like everything that someone says, a comment that someone makes, a look that somebody gives, all has a deeper meaning.
Yeah, that's very true. It's surprising that I see. The thing is, right? I thought it was just going to literally be a sitcom show through and through. Little did I know that, I can't really say too much, but because of spoilers. But you have the sitcom world, and then you have the real world, and it's the stuff that goes on in the real world that is the stuff that's keeping you hooked. And so, like, but that's kind of just my thoughts on it.
Yeah, because then you watch and you see something happen in the sitcom world, and like, how does this affect the real world?
Exactly,
And then you
vice
see
versa.
like surprising stuff happen in the sitcom world. It's really good. It's really good, and it goes from like each episode goes up a time. So like it starts in the 50s, and the next episode's in the 60s, and the 70s, and the 80s.
Mhm.
So like the whole like style of sitcom kind of changes as well. Like I know the recent one was kind of Malcolm in the Middle, like where there's no like laugh track in the background, but it's more like
Yeah.
targeted at the audience, like audience from character. And then like in the 50s,
wonder.
it's classic. Lady in the kitchen cooking food for husband that just got home from a job.
Yeah.
No wonder why I was seeing so many tweets about Malcolm in the Middle the other night.
Yeah.
Literally the last episode was a rip off of Malcolm in the Middle. It was a straight rip off.
Damn.
No wonder why everyone was talking about this. Like, why is like just coming up now? Like it's out of nowhere.
But it's good for the show to have those links to past sitcoms, because that's literally what the sitcom part is. It is literally a sitcom. So
Yeah.
it's good to have those links and those Easter eggs to other past sitcoms, basically.
And they have like the little commercials in the middle that have something to do with like Wanda
Mhm.
Maximoff. Like there's one commercial about like a Stark toaster.
Yep. Stark Industries.
Stark Industries toaster.
Okay. Right. And the second off the top thing is I call him the Piano Warrior. The Piano Warrior is what I call him. And basically this is a guy that is currently completing every single
Oh.
Cold War Easter egg using the
Oh,
piano.
yeah.
Like
I was told about that.
I saw we discussed it a few episodes ago where I think it was Spike actually that mentioned it. But he showed me the clip and I was just like, holy crap, this guy's insane. And I've just seen the clip of him do the Firebase Z Easter egg using a piano. Like how quickly he turns, like, because obviously it's just keys. There's no like smooth round movement. It's literally bop, 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 bop. It's like that's basically how that. It's incredible how he's like he is such a talented guy, and I applaud him for if he completes every single Cold War Easter egg on a piano. He might be quite possibly one of my favorite players in the zombies community ever. Like playing on a piano, bruh, that's insane. What did you guys think about it?
It's insane.
That's
I saw the
ridiculous.
clip last night. It's crazy.
Jeez, I need to go and watch it
You
all
got-
the way
yeah, you
through.
give
this.
it
And,
a
like,
call.
Towards the end of it too, he gets swarmed by zombies and he just flawlessly just escapes them.
It's a better player than I am, that's for sure. You can do more on a piano than I can do with a normal controller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's nuts. I someone sent me the clip yesterday. I didn't watch it, but someone sent me the clip yesterday. Because I was doing this new series called Some Good News, and I released it the other day. It's basically where I talk about all this, like all the good stuff, all the cool stuff that's been happening in the community lately.
Mhm.
And someone sent me that clip of someone doing the piano, and he's like, "This would be a perfect topic." And I was like, "You're 100% correct, because that's literally insane." Like someone completing like I could barely even use a freaking controller. And
Yeah.
then I haven't even done the Firebase Easter yet because I died too many times. So like, it's literally insane to me.
It's nuts that it's actually a thing. Like if someone was like, you know, years ago, if someone was to come up to me and say, "Hey, could you complete an Easter egg using a piano?" I'd be like, "Bro, there's no chance. There's no way someone would be able to do that, because how would you work it?" And then I see the guy complete the machinery Easter egg using a piano. I'm like, what? Like, bruh, okay, this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. There's controller, there's keyboard and mouse, and then we have a third section here called piano. Like, it's crazy, but I love it. It's so cool.
They're gonna have to put on piano support in
Oh,
the settings.
that's nuts. Piano challenge should be a Zombies World Championship 3 challenge.
Jeez, Jason.
Yo, like that'd be fun to watch
That's-
though. Let's be real. It'd be
I
hard as
wish
hell.
that the piano had noise when he was playing. So like he starts playing fucking, you can start hearing Mozart playing on the piano while he's killing zombies. He's just over there like killing all the zombies, getting them all.
I was gonna say, is it that or damned? You know, it's just
Oh, yeah.
yeah, right. The Cold War.
Oh god, yeah, there's
That'd be
Zombo Easter egg
perfect,
with a piano. Holy, I'd like to see him complete every single
Dude.
Black Ops 3 Easter egg using a
That-
piano. Like
Would be
That'd be pretty cool.
would be insane, dude.
that'd
Black Ops 3
be
eggs.
awesome. I would love to see that. Also,
Jeez.
we are 23 minutes into this, and we are already on 13 likes. Thank you so much, guys, for all the support. Really appreciate that.
Sheesh.
Really appreciate that. All right, now to get into the main topics for today. And main topic number 1 is something that was released but wasn't. Well, the thing is, right, it was released, but it was kind of not supposed to be released at the same time. And it is this new mode called quote unquote Outbreak. Outbreak open world style zombies, and this is apparently linked to the machines they've been fighting in Warzone Rumble. So there's two machines. One of them's in the hospital, and I'm not sure where the other one is, but apparently it's meant to be linked to those machines. And
There's one in Stadium from what I've heard.
Stadium, thank you. I think that's the other one I was trying to think of. But there's two versions of this Outbreak coming to Cold War. The first one is going to be based in Warzone. It's going to be kind of like think of Blackout. You know how Blackout had the certain areas where you could get the zombies? Well, picture Blackout, but the entire thing is filled with zombies. I think that's kind of what it's meant to be on the Warzone side. And then you have the zombies, like the Cold War zombie side, like version of it, which is meant to be just this big, massive, open worlded like mode. And I think something like this is exactly what the community needs. Because how awesome would that be? Like you have an open world. I think there was actually a Treyarch developer who made a custom map that took on the similar style of being open world. Like you would go to all these little tents, and they would have in them perks and guns and all sorts of stuff like that. I'm not sure which developer actually made it, but I played that map actually. It was quite fun. But picture that, but on like
Pack-a-Punch was a crashed UFO.
yeah, but picture that on a 10 times scale. Like, I would love that. What do you guys think about that?
I've never heard of this until now. Sounds sweet.
Yeah, it's something different. I'm glad we're getting like something different for zombies. Like we just had like the same like round-based shit like for more than a decade now. It's good to see like the different variety for the game mode finally.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Kyle, what do you make of this whole Outbreak?
Yeah, I'd be curious to see how that works. Like, is it going to be, I guess, similar to Warzone, just except it'll just be all zombies? Like that's going to be really interesting. Like to see how that works. I'd really like to see. At least it's like Spike said. At least they're giving us some new modes that are going to be like unique, and they're taking time into putting in something more to zombies.
Yeah, like
I heard for Cold War as well that it's gonna be on the fire team maps.
The fire team maps.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's curious. But so
I've never played the fire team game mode. I've never played it.
It's a lot of fun. Like
I don't even know what
it's
it
like
is, to be honest.
it's similar to Warzone, but like there's like objectives on the map, and you have to like collect uranium to detonate dirty bombs.
Oh right.
Oh yeah, fire dirty team bomb thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fun mode.
I just like that though.
I'll have to try it out.
Open world style zombies. That to me is a catch because of the but also so you know how okay, so let me put it in this context here, okay? You know how Warzone is currently Call of Duty's big gem, and it's the thing that they are going to be supporting like for the many years to come. What if this Outbreak is going to be that supporting but for zombies? So we're still so obviously we're going to go through the Cold War cycle. We're going to get the DLC maps. But if this Outbreak is the thing that's going to be kind of sticking, and this is going to be the zombie mode that's going to be supported many years down the line, I think it's a winner. Like, I seriously think it is a winner because, well, for one thing, it's different. We haven't had anything open world zombies before. Like we've had the typical survival, we've had Cranked, we've had Grief, Turned, Gauntlets, Rush. We've had all kinds of different game modes. We've had nothing that's been open world. And you know what? We know nothing about this, but yet I'm looking forward to it.
Facts.
Yeah. I don't know if that's just me. Like, so what do you guys make of an open world? Like, how would you guys, okay, let me ask you this. How would you picture an open world zombies game mode to be? We'll start with you, Caleb.
So I was thinking, I'm trying to think of this game. I'm very bad at thinking of title of games for some reason today. But it's the one zombies game where you like parkour around stuff. I don't know if it has a second one.
Oh,
Dying Light.
Dying Light.
Dying Light. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I picture when I see like open world zombies games, or like maybe like a Resident Evil kind of thing. But it's like you're not really doing missions. You're doing it's more open world where you're kind of like looking down on zombies and they're trying to climb up and come get you. Or what's the game? Left 4 Dead. That's what I was thinking about as well.
Yeah,
like something like that too. Like zombies are always swarming you, and you're always just trying to look around and survive. And there's also a game that I thought would be really cool that they added off of it. It's called it's like Vigor. That's what it's called. It was a free game. Yeah, it was a free game on the PlayStation Store a couple days ago. But Vigor, what you can do is you start off in like this little like house area that's like completely broken down. And what you have to do, it's kind of like Clash of Clans or like those games where you have to collect materials to then upgrade your house. But then the thing about it is you can go do missions where you go and get supplies for your house, and then you can either choose to fight people and steal their supplies, or you can just leave and take the supplies that you have with you now and then do another mission. But then if you die, you lose all your guns and stuff. But if you leave, you can keep all your guns and keep all the stuff that you collected. So I thought if it was something kind of like that, that would be really interesting, where you can like, go back to your home base and create your house. Or it could be something like Ark Survival, where you make your own house and like make your own kind of like area and that own like open world server kind of thing, where they have like maybe a server type thing. And then like people can come raid your house, zombies can come raid your house. And I don't know, I thought it'd be something really cool like that. But something that I'm really kind of expecting is it to be like just Warzone with zombies in it. That's what I'm kind of expecting for them to do. But I thought it'd be really cool if they had some idea like that, where like Jason said in chat, like a PvP VE, meaning like it's like zombies where it's like PvE versus you versus zombies, but then there's also like people that you have to watch out for.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Kyle, how would you picture an open world zombies game to be?
Yeah, so that's like, I was thinking like Caleb, like Dying Light, because I've played it some with my friend. I thought that was pretty interesting. That's what I would imagine it to be like. I would imagine like we'd probably have like a huge map, and you'd probably just you'd probably have perks scattered so far. Like I would imagine you'd have to like spread those out in a way that it makes it like challenging to get from one area to the other. I just like it just fascinates me, because I mean I guess I'm so used to like COD Zombies being round based that like being open world is going to be so different. Like what's their spin going to be to it?
Yeah, that's actually that is a good question. Like, because you think of the scale of an open world zombies mode scale, I picture on a blackout. So the thing is that I'll get into this, but first, Spike, how would you picture an open world zombie mode to be?
I was thinking DayZ-esque, really. Like, resources are scarce. You will like rarely find other people, but when you do, it's like an intense battle. But like also like if you're like a fresh spawn, it's like who the fuck like can punch each other out first.
Oh yeah, God, I didn't think
like just something like that.
DayZ actually completely slipped my mind. That's actually another good example. There's so many examples you can actually go with. The thing is that when I think of the words open world, right? Do you know there's one game that immediately comes to my head when I think it's not necessarily zombie related, but there's one game that immediately comes to my head when I think of open world. And that's
GTA.
And that's The Division. And I think like I want to picture zombies in a Division type scenario. I think that would honestly be my dream game. If it was a Division type situation, but you're actually, instead of going around and trying to save people, like you literally having to fight the undead, kind of like how that new game, there's a new zombie game coming out that Dan said about on the podcast last time, and
Back for Blood.
Days Gone, is it? Days Gone, something like that. Anyway, it's something along those lines. But the Division Z, Division Z, like that's mate. If they actually named it that, then that would just be
basically
ironic.
I've never played The Division either. That was on my list of games I want to play. But
it's such a good game. I've only played the
first
one.
It's by Tom Clancy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I played it on Ghost Recon. I've played that. That was a lot of fun.
Honestly, I do recommend The Division, especially the first one. The first one was such a good game. Like, it really was. I still have yet to play the second one, but I've got to get it first. So, but anywho, card-based gameplay will be played on one of the large-scale fighting maps available in the game. It's a Treyarch-style PvE mode. Not clear from the leak exactly how the modes will work overall. The mechanics and specific details remain unconfirmed. But it definitely could have a lot of different ways to play and a lot more to offer than just a standard, zombie map releases, Easter egg complete, and that kind of stuff. But no, I'm intrigued. I am very intrigued. Like,
from what I've heard from COD Zombies HQ is that it's gonna be like an event in Cold War and Warzone for like when it starts. That is, it's for like
What-
season 2, for what I've heard.
Yeah. I was gonna say someone
Right.
needs to like because I was saying this to my friends too because I'm not caught up with anything Call of Duty right now. So I saw Charlie Intel's tweet about there's lightning going on in Warzone.
Yes.
I have no idea what that means or why there's lightning going on in Warzone because I'm not really caught up with the loop at all. I don't know what's going on.
Apparently, that's meant to be a teaser for season 2. The lightning in the sky is meant to be a season 2 teaser, as is the machines, the zombie style machines that are in Warzone at the moment. There's meant to be another one. There's a couple of others as well. Like they're like these little subtle, discreet changes, apart from the machines, which basically stick out like a sore thumb. But everything else is very low key. Like, it's one of those things where you look at it and you think, it could be something, couldn't be something. Like, lightning in the sky could mean anything. That could just be a simple weather change. But people were saying,
Bro,
it's to do with
fucking
season
imagine
2.
a portal opens in order just drops into the map.
Yo, imagine Warzone and Order's just, storming his way through the map. It should be like, you will obey me. Like,
Order just dead ass drops at Superstore.
That'd be terrifying.
That would be.
Oh, yeah.
what is it?
Imagine-
What is it?
I like to imagine people like those Fortnite live events that just randomly happen. Like on games.
Yeah.
I like to imagine like a little kid like genuinely going on to play Fortnite and then looking up and just seeing freaking Galactus like come and just smack where he is at. Like imagine like being a kid and just like what is going on? I'm just trying to play the game and and I see a giant robot coming out of the water and I'm just trying to play the game, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine. That'd be so funny.
Jason says in chat, they could replace loadout drops with wonder weapon drops and make the gameplay more interesting.
Yeah.
They could. They potentially could. They kind of did that in a similar way with
yeah.
Blackout. Because Blackout, the mystery box would give you wonder weapon, but
Right.
some wonder weapons would drop in the big cases that came, the supply drops that came down from the sky, basically. So it's like, if they do a zombies themed season, they have to release Primus and Ultimus operators. Can we just let the crew go, for crying out loud? Like,
They're
They get
fucking dead, my guy.
they're dead. They're gone. We're never getting them back.
But let's talk about something here, though. Sam, is gonna be an operator. There's a bundle for her. It exists.
Oh,
I think she might be a park skin. Aren't all the operators like just like skins of different characters?
No.
I think.
Oh really? Okay.
Park has a skin that's kind of in the style of Adler, but that's about it.
Ew. Why do anyone want to look like Adler?
Well, it's just like a leather jacket and jeans. Like it's that's it.
Oh yeah, just so you guys know, I very much dislike Adler. I hate his guts and I wish he dies.
I can understand why. Like, not just on the way he looks. Like he's got. I don't know what it is. Like and like, this is just my personal opinion, but Adler has one of those faces that I just want to punch. Like I just want to smack him on his right cheek and just.
Motherfucker thinks he can just come out of nowhere and just gain my trust, bro. Like I've been playing Black Ops 2. This dude thinks he can just come out of literally nowhere. I've been saying when I was playing the campaign, I was saying to myself the entire time, dude, Adler's evil. Adler's gotta be evil. There's no way this guy just comes out of nowhere and is not evil. I was just there's no way he's not evil. And then when he ended up not being evil, I'm like, dude, I don't trust this man.
He's on my bad list already. I just don't like him.
I don't like him.
Man, I feel alienated, dude. I fucking love Adler.
Damn.
Say Adler comes around and just smack him, bro.
Revived Gamer says, I think this mode has a lot of potential. It does. It does have a lot of potential. Obviously, we know very little about it, but, I'm excited for more details to get released, and I'm excited for the trailer to see, kind of how it's going to play. Bell, we have a job
I will
to
say
do.
that I'm hoping for big things for it, but my expectations are low for it.
Well, yeah, obviously. Like, the thing is that this kind of stuff we have to take with a very big pinch of salt, because nothing has been confirmed yet.
It's more like It's more like 2 handfuls.
2 handfuls of salt.
It's like one of those things where like the people are like, oh, this mode's gonna be really great. It's gonna be awesome, guys. And then something like freaking, they just give us a handful of shit, and we're like, oh, that's not what that looked like.
Yeah.
It's like ordering like a cheeseburger from McDonald's and the menu looking very, very appetizing. You're like, oh, that looks really good. I'll get that. Then you open it and there's just like, it's like, what am I looking at? You know,
It's like the meat's like sticking out halfway. There's fucking ketchup everywhere all over. It's fucked, God.
Let me tell you, I got you know, you guys know how Mr. Beast has his own like restaurant, right? Or his own like fast food place now, I guess. I ordered it off of Grubhub. I don't know what is going on there, but that was not what I ordered. I got the grilled cheese. The grilled cheese was 2 hamburger buns. Like, it looked like someone sat on 2 hamburger buns with not even melted cheese. 2 slices of cheese in the middle.
That's so fucked.
I was like, I opened them, I'm like, what am I looking at? And I was like, what am I looking at? And then I go in the picture and it looks like a nice grilled cheese. It looks really good. And I was like, what am I looking at? I was very upset that day. I was very upset. It was very sad.
Damn.
The burger
I
was
could just
burnt too.
picture
Like, I
the
was like,
disappointment in your face.
I was so excited, man. You have no idea how
God.
excited a fat boy gets when he sees food. And then when he opens and sees that, dude, I was like, yeah.
Okay. I could just picture the disappointment. Like you get that in, you get that delivered, and it's just like, excuse me, this ain't what I fucking ordered.
I was looking forward to it all day. I was like, dude, I finally got my money to be able to try this restaurant that I've been wanting to try, and I get that. I'm like, yeah, that was terrible. I was like, what am I looking at, dude?
That's what a grilled cheese looks like in In-N-Out burger. Oh, really?
I've only heard good things from In-N-Out.
Yeah, same here. I know there's a certain YouTuber that shall not be named that has a kind of fascination with that place. Anywho, oh god, that was great though. Oh, that was so funny. Anyways, okay. So, guys in chat, as said before at the beginning of the show, any questions you want to ask us about today's topics or about anything in general, be sure to leave them in the chat, and we will answer them as we go along. And let us know what you think about this Outbreak game mode that's potentially coming to Zombies and Warzone down in the comments. All right. Let's get into main topic number 2, which is kind of looking at an aftermath in a way. And the aftermath is Firebase Z. So, Firebase Z has been out now for over a week. Specifically, it's been out for a week and 3 days. And I kind of just want to touch base with you guys in this call here today and you guys in chat as well. What your thoughts are now about Firebase Z. Now that we've had a really good amount of time to play the map, the Easter eggs completed, side Easter egg hunts are kind of going on at the moment. But we'll start with Spike. So, Spike, what are your thoughts on Firebase Z at the moment?
It's a pog out of 10.
A pog out of 10. That's a new one. Actually, I kind of want to steal that.
Is that below 10 or above 10?
Pog out of 10.
Pog out of 10, I would imagine, is like, over 10. Like, it's over 10.
Okay. Good thing, then.
It's better than Doom Machine.
Okay, awesome. Kyle, what about you?
Okay, what was the question again?
So, what are your thoughts about Firebase Z
Sleeping over there.
at this time? Now that it's been out for a little while.
Okay. I mean, I would say that I like it a lot more than D Machine, so I would rank it above that. But like, and it's pretty fun, I would say, like at first, but I can see where it might also kind of get like D Machine, where you might just like play it enough and then you get to like, okay, now I want that next map. But it does keep it interesting with the assault rounds. I do love the assault rounds. If they didn't have that, I think that would make the map like a lot less, like it'd feel more empty to me.
Sure.
It'd be fun, but it just wouldn't have that like
Spice.
new feature. Yeah.
Wouldn't have the spice.
Innovation.
Right.
The slow rounds are fucking awesome. That shit is so much fun. Especially on 4-player, it's so good.
Oh, it's so hectic as well on the later rounds. It's just great. Caleb, what about you?
I've played the map a total of maybe 3 times.
Okay, I mean that's enough. That's good. That's enough.
So I'm very out of the loop on everything right now because I've just been vibing in my own world really.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I played, it's not terrible. It's not absolutely terrible. I can't go out and say that this map flopped. I would say it's not my favorite though. I would say when I first played the map, I'll tell you I did not like it.
Okay.
My first playthrough when it first came out, I'd say I literally went on base. I said, "Yeah, this is a very meh map. Not my favorite at all." The only and I played it again, and I obviously had a better time on it, and had a better playthrough. My one thing is a lot of people love the Ray K gun, the new wonder weapon.
Yes.
I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of the Ray K.
Okay.
I think
what's that though?
I think it's very bland. I think it's very boring, in my opinion. It's like, and I know, like all of us, like I'm glad we didn't get an elemental weapon, like a fire, wind, whatever. I'm just saying, I wanted something kind of new. I mean, we've seen like the ray gun, shooting. Like we've seen the ray gun before. We've seen the AK-47. And it's kind of cool how they kind of combined it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like again, like the things that it's just kind of like a bland wonder weapon, in my opinion.
Okay.
It's kind of it's very bland. I think it's cool. The little shoot blasts are cool. It's just,
I mean, it's it makes sense from a story standpoint too, because like this, it's like Omega are like making their own wonder weapons. It's like a prototype, I believe.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was also made from blueprints from the ray gun Mark III. Fun fact.
Yes.
So it's pretty. I think that's pretty cool enough, really.
I didn't know that. That's a pretty cool backstory to it.
Yeah. Eric Maynard, he on Twitter around when the map first came out, he said that the soldiers went into the Dark Ether and they found the blueprints for the GKZ-45 Mark III, and they used those blueprints to craft the Ray K. So it's literally made kind of from the blueprints of the GKC. And apparently the baby gun schematics were found as well, and that was how it was implemented as well. So it was kind of a mixture of both.
That's what I was saying. I think it's just me, but I think for me, probably I think it's bland because I miss turning zombies into balloons and shit. So and using like toy ray guns. So I guess that's why I think it's just kind of bland a little bit. But that's just me, I guess.
No, that's fine, dude.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
but it's strong as hell though. Like if you combine it with the Ring of Fire, it's so fucking good for high rounds.
Mate, that Ring of Fire did not like me today at all. Like I put it on the ground, nothing died. I was just like, okay, that's great. That's great. Ring of Poggers is now Ring of Blind. Okay.
Feels bad, champ.
No, I feel bad
Yeah.
indeed. The thing is though, I had such a good. I've actually with Firebase Z, I've got a good strat now, and the strat is I train. So as you come through the portal into Firebase, that first so you go left, that open bit there. I like to train there, run up the stairs, keep the door to the sky bridge closed, activate Ring of Fire, literally shoot down the stairs, and then that's the entire horde wiped out, and then I jump over the balcony to get the train back together again. You know what? It's an effective strat, I must say. I was trying to trying different things, and that was working. And then, if you haven't seen my tweets, frame rate fucked me over. I ran between 2 zombies, and I was like, and then I ended up on the floor. So
It'll happen.
frame rate was not my friend that game, and it sucked.
One of my strats, Jack, is like you camp at the top of the stairs of the OP.
Sorry, say that again. You camp at the top of the stairs
Of the OPC.
Where's the OPC? I'm still not used to the room names. Where's the OPC?
It's where you said you would run up the stairs, but like you just go forward and it's like before pack.
Oh, that
It's where the-
repair. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I suppose, yeah, that could work.
it's a pretty good. It's a really good spot.
I'll have to give that a try. I like trying out different things, and different methods and everything. But chat is saying...
Plus, too, the high round strategy that I've seen is camping in weapon labs.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of different strats that people use, and it's very interesting to see kind of all the different ones out there. Jason says still better than D Machina. Okay, that's kind of a common thing among a lot of the community. So I'm not surprised there. Just completed a playthrough with my old BO3 buddies. They haven't played Cold War yet, and they also loved it. Okay, that's good to see. More people loving Firebase Z. Really like that.
I will say too. I don't know how many people have said it, but Firebase Z is really refreshing compared to D Machine.
Yes. Very much so.
The thing is, D Machine's not even a bad map either.
No.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it's just like there's just not a lot to do.
It was a good. I think D Machina was a good starting map for Cold War.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was a good starting map,
a good start.
Now it's really time to properly develop on the maps, and so that's kind of
definitely
the direction they're going for, and I really like that. Jason says, I'm sure Magna loves the first room on Firebase Z after that stream you did with him, Cosmic and Wolf.
God.
Oh, man.
We get to like 20, man, I think. It was like the highest we got. It's just, it's a clusterfuck in that room. With no pack, no perks. I mean, you have like the little field upgrades or whatever, but shit, you can't do anything, and you got mimics running everywhere, fucking manglers, like,
Which actually reminds me, Jason, I need to hit you up at some point next week because I want to do a starting room challenge with probably you and Cosmic, just for fun. So I need to hit you up on that.
I'm down to join that.
Yeah, that shit is insane, dude.
Just Intel, okay. He says that was chaos. Metabots, good to see you in chat, my dude. And yes, it is the real Caleb. It is the man.
I'm here. I'm not a recording, I think.
You're not a hologram. You're not like one of those fancy holograms, Caleb.
Hi.
Like
my name is Caleb Ross.
I love how Lewis is just putting a bunch of emotes in the chat. Like we've got winky faces, we've got a smiley face with love heart eyes, we've got some guy who looks frozen, and then we've got what I'm calling Poirot. Just some guy with a mustache. I'm down. Let's do it. All right, Jason. I'll hit you up for sure. I want to give that a try. It sounds like a lot of fun. I might. Yeah, definitely. Okay, guys. Let's get into main topic number 3. And so these next 2 main topics are actually not zombie related, but I want to hear your thoughts on them. And you guys in chat as well. I want to hear your thoughts as well. And these are about some castings. So video game adaptations to film and TV shows. Not been the best thing for a lot of years, and then over the past, I'd say maybe 2 years, they've really been making a comeback, and we've had some good ones. Like we've had Sonic the Hedgehog, which was really good. We've had The Witcher, which was fucking fantastic. I think that is an excellent series, and we've got some coming out as well. And let me just go back to this screen for the moment. And just to get this up for your faces. So, the first one. There's a Borderlands movie coming out. And they have announced the guy who is going to voice ClapTrap. It is none other than Mr. Jack Black.
Oh, really?
Jack Black has officially been announced as the voice of ClapTrap in the upcoming Borderlands movie. Now, I am very 50-50 on this. I am very 50-50 on this. And here's why. So, Jack Black, I think, is a phenomenal comedian. An actor. I think he is fantastic. I've seen him in so much, and I can't praise him enough. He's brilliant. When I first heard that he was going to voice ClapTrap, I was very skeptical because I didn't see him in I didn't see him in that role. Like, I didn't think that role would suit him that well. It just didn't. That's the way it kind of came off to me. But now the more I think about it, the more I'm like, okay, you know what? He could potentially do a decent job at this. And so I'm interested to see how he does. But I'm very curious to also find out who made the casting choice for that. Like, who thought Jack Black, ClapTrap? Like, you know, who kind
These
of
casting choices seem like such a
what, Spike? You cut out there.
it seems like such a meme for some reason. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like serious.
I can understand that. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. Like, it definitely comes off that way a little bit. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think about this casting choice?
I don't know Borderlands, so I wouldn't really know.
See, that's what I was going to ask. Yeah.
I know about.
I've only played
Jack
Borderlands 2.
Jack Black. My theater teacher, her son plays for Tenacious D, which is Jack Black's band.
Oh shit!
So her son is a bass player for Jack Black. So like my teacher has like a photo of walls with her and like a bunch of her family with like Jack Black and everyone else, and she has like a solo photo of her and Jack Black doing this, and it's like, so like, and there's a picture of Jack Black in front of my school, like on his knees doing that. So like, Jack Black's kind of a reoccurring thing where I live, so he's like kind of around here a lot. But yeah, I mean, he's a funny guy. I don't really know who ClapTrap is.
ClapTrap is a robot.
Yeah, he's a cute little robot guy.
He's a cute little robot guy. He's got a very kind of high-pitched voice, and he's very dancey. He can be sassy at times, right?
I think Jack Black is a very talented artist. I know he seems very goofy a lot, but he can do good with voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
He's a goofy guy, but if he really gets into a role, he can do a lot of things. So like, even though it does sound kind of iffy about him, I still think he can do a really good job.
Okay. Kyle, what do you make of this choice?
That's what I was gonna ask you, Jack. Like, is ClapTrap like within Borderlands? Is he supposed to be funny, or is it not? And that's why it's so controversial.
He has his moments. Like, he has some moments where you think, oh, you know what, actually that's pretty funny. Other times it can be a little bit cheesy. And sometimes he can try a little bit too hard with trying to be funny.
Okay.
That's kind of the simplest way I can put it.
Yeah.
I think he could probably do pretty well with that. I think it's like you said, though, most people probably just don't see Jack Black being able to carry a serious side very, like, I don't know. But I think he could do it. Because he is very good. He's a very good actor.
I will say there is potential, because, like, I only remember Jack Black in Kung Fu Panda, and there was, like, some pretty good serious moments there.
Yeah.
He did pretty well with that stuff. So I'd say there is, like, potential there.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I think he'll do fine with, like, comedy with it.
Zazu, we'll save some Z4C info for the end. I got some stuff to reveal at the end.
Okay.
Okay.
Just a little treat for you guys.
Little exclusive.
Yeah.
I like that. We like a bit of
That'd be
exclusive info here on the podcast, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna read these messages from P here. So he says Jack Black as ClapTrap makes 0 sense. From someone who's spent more time playing Borderlands than any other game, I don't like this at all. Okay, Pete. Do you care to explain why you don't like this? I know he loves, and Lewis is actually in agreement with Pete as well. I know he loves the Borderlands series, but unless they really modify his voice, it won't work. Yes, ClapTrap is known as a funny, annoying character, depending on how you see him. That's very true. But I think the annoying aspect, Jack Black, in a way, when he's playing a character, he kind of has that about him. He kind of has that annoying, like poke, like like someone who's sitting next to you constantly going like that. Like, he has that kind of effect about it. It's that annoying. I'm like, oh, can you stop? But he doesn't do it massively overwhelming. Like, you know, he'll do it, but he'll do it because it's the character. And so but yeah, no, like let's just say I'm more skeptical of this choice than when I was Tom Holland playing Nathan Drake in the upcoming Uncharted movie. I was more kind of.
That choice is so weird. Why? Like, why?
Well, why he's playing Nathan Drake?
Yeah, like what the fuck? And apparently too, I've heard that like Nolan North is gonna like voice over him. Like, that's why.
Wait, what?
This kid just like, that's what I heard at least.
Dude,
Why not use the actual ClapTrap voice actor? Maybe they couldn't get it. Maybe it was like a copyrights thing, or maybe a contract dispute or something. There's so many aspects.
I did see something about that. I did see something about that, about the actual
Yeah.
actor. I saw that. So I don't know anything about this, but I saw like that the original actor had some disputes with the company, so that's why they didn't really use. I don't know if they used them in. I don't know. Is there Borderlands 3? I don't know if there.
Yes, there is
Yeah.
Borderlands 3. Yeah.
Was ClapTrap in Borderlands 3?
I don't know. I haven't played it.
Haven't played it either. I've only played 2.
Actually, Pete, you played Borderlands 3. Can you let us know if ClapTrap's in Borderlands 3 or not? I'll wait until the chat's a bit delayed, so I'll wait until he responds.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, the thing is that disputes and like, you know, contract negotiations are always like a big problem with trying to get original actors / voice actors to do that same media but in a different presence. And so getting the original voice actor for ClapTrap, trying to do it for the movie, I can understand why there would be problems there.
Yeah.
Anywho. Okay, guys. Let's move into the fourth and final main topic today. Also, let us know in the comments what you think about the casting of Jack Black as ClapTrap, which that's gonna be a rhyming meme if I've ever seen one. Jack Black as ClapTrap, like I can see that coming from a mile away. Yes, he's in Borderlands 3 with a new voice actor, and no one likes him. Oh God!
So no, that probably gives away that the original voice actor probably did something that the company didn't like very much.
Yeah, possibly. No, my ClapTrap.
Is there a bomb in my room? What's going on?
I know. I heard that.
I started beeping. I don't know what's going on. All right.
Okay.
I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Right, let's move into the fourth and final main topic today. And again, it's another bit of casting news. Now, this one I'm more excited for than Jack Black as ClapTrap. Okay, this is talking about the Last of Us TV series that's being made. And they've cast the 2 lead roles of Joel and Ellie to Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, 2 people who are funnily enough in Game of Thrones. These are 2 actors from Game of Thrones. Now, before I share my thoughts on this, I want to know what you guys think. Spike, we'll start with you.
I don't know who they are.
You don't know who they are, okay? That's fine. They're quite. Pedro Pascal is actually quite a known actor. So, but like you can.
Yeah, I just looked him up.
Carl, what about you?
I have yet to play Last of Us, Jack, but I want to play the first one for sure because I've heard so many good things about it, and I do like Pedro Pascal in The Mandalorian, so it sounds like would be a great hire, especially right now as he's pretty hot. He's been a pretty hot actor.
Yeah,
he is pretty hot.
Like, Caleb, what do you make of this choice?
I love Pedro Pascal. I think he's a very great actor. No matter what he's in, Game of Thrones, Mandalorian, he's an exceptional actor.
Yeah.
And I've never played The Last of Us. I played like a first couple missions of the first one, and I kind of got bored. But from what I've heard, The Last of Us 2 is. I mean, I make fun of my friend Benny all the time because he loves he's what they call a Last of Us 2 stan, and we like to give him some crap for liking the game. We're like, yeah, imagine liking a bad game.
We'd like to give him hell.
I've never played the game. I'm like, imagine liking a bad game, shit like that. I've never even played it. But I mean, from the story was pretty interesting when I played it, and that's why I'm kind of excited to see this movie, and because again, Pedro Pascal, great actor, and I don't know the other actor very well. You said Bella Ramsey. I don't know her
Yes.
very well, but again, from what I've seen, she looks kind of like Ellie. So I mean, I think it's gonna be a great film, no matter who. And then they're still casting people too.
Mhm.
So I think no matter what, this is gonna be a really good film. I'm excited to see how their take on the zombie outbreak, and if that's even if it's gonna still follow the zombie outbreak, and
Yeah,
see what goes on.
apparently it's meant to loosely follow the game.
Okay, so yeah.
And it's actually not. It's not going to be a film. It's a TV series.
Oh, see, my favorite thing about The Last of Us when I played it, when I played a little bit of it, is like when I played it, my main thing that I was gonna think about is that it's another zombie game, another zombies rival. Really, you're not even versing zombies like that much in Last of Us. It's really like you versus the government that's trying to contain the zombies, which is kind of a really cool take on. It's like The Walking Dead. I've never seen The Walking Dead either, but I think it's kind of like The Walking Dead, where there's like different kind of factions I have to walk about. I played the video game The Walking Dead. I played that.
Yes.
But that's how I kind of feel like you have to, again, it's not even just the zombie problem. It's there's companies out there that are trying to get you and get you and kill you and stuff like that. So it's a cool take. I'm excited to see how they what kind of way they go with it.
Yeah, I have to say, right, I think these two casting choices are perfect for the characters. I think like the more I think about it, the more I look at these two and I'm like, you know what? They can pull this off. And yeah, I'm in agreement with you about Pedro Pascal. He is a phenomenal actor. I've loved him in a lot. I liked him in the latest Wonder Woman movie. I thought he was really the character I wasn't that fond of, but him playing the character, he did a very good job. And I just like the thing is with casting choices, there's always going to be some like dispute unless they come up with like quote unquote the perfect casting choice. You're always going to come up with debates about who's going to play the role. I think these two are going to do a good job. I can really see them doing a good job, especially Pedro Pascal, and I am super excited to see this series. I haven't played the Last of Us game, so I'm not quite sure how they work. I've seen Reed play them a little bit, but there was someone else as well. I watched I think it was Zoe. I can't actually remember. There was someone else I watched that played it as well. The game looks really cool. I really like the look of the game, and can only but wait and see how the TV series is going to be. So it sounds pretty awesome.
TV series are cool. The only thing about like a TV series that I don't like is that there's gonna be so much freaking cliffhangers, and it's gonna piss me off. Like that's the thing with WandaVision is every episode there's a cliffhanger, and it makes me like, oh, I have to wait a week till I can see what happens. Oh, it's the worst feeling.
Well, okay, so you're not. So
week? How dare you?
You're not a fan of
Exactly.
cliffhangers? What was you like at the end of Infinity War then, when you had to wait a year for Endgame?
Oh, that was terrible. That was even worse. That was even worse. I sat there when I was sitting at Infinity War and I saw the ending. I was just like, "Are you serious? Like, what is that? What kind of ending is that?" And then they're like, "Thanos will return?" Question mark. I was like, "What the fuck, man?"
What was that? One of the greatest cliffhangers in film history.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I think Endgame is one of those movies where if you weren't at the theater to watch it, you didn't get the full experience.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I'll watch Endgame on my TV and get bored. If you're at a theater, if every single person in the room is feeling the same way, it's just there's a whole different like electric energy that's just you feel. You just feel it's a completely like when I went with my dad because I didn't have that much friends that were really interested, and plus it was at like 12 o'clock at night. I actually got to see the movie like 3 days early because that's what my theater was doing. And everyone there was a big Marvel fan, of course, because they wanted to see the movie early. So it was me and my dad, and then a bunch of other people that are all around, and it was just a different type of energy there. Like like when stuff happened, people will be screaming. You can audibly hear people screaming, crying, or just reacting to everything that was happening. It was just like, and you could just get chills on everything that's happening because everyone gasps at the same time. Everyone's feeling the same thing and reacting the same way. It's just a complete different like energy. Like me and my friends, we watch like trailers and stuff, but then we slowly go into like movie theater reactions, and we'd watch we would watch the end game, the final battle scene. We'll watch theater reactions because we want like a little taste of how the theater was back then, because we missed that feeling. And it's just a completely different feeling. You get the chills, like the whole battle, like you see the entire battle unfold of your eyes. Everyone's just in awe. It's a really great feeling. It's one of the best feelings I've probably felt in a long time. It was crazy.
Oh my god. Okay, a tweet has just been put out from Zombies for Charity talking about a certain announcement for Zombies for ZVC 3.
Oh, did Zazu tweet it out? He probably tweeted it out.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is.
Nah. Let me see.
There it is.
Let me retweet that so people can see. Okay. I suppose we better get into this announcement then. So, Mr. Caleb,
all right,
you have the floor, sir.
So I gotta make sure I don't I don't say too much. But yeah, I was told to stall you guys, so that end game conversation was perfect.
Love it.
So, Zombies for Charity last year was, I would say, a resounding success. I don't know if you guys saw most of the charity things that happened. Me, along with, I think it was 10 other teams, I think it got shortened down a little bit. We all played together and we all battled each other in a giant zombies tournament that in the end all was for a charity. Last year we did St. Jude's, and we ended up raising $6,000 for St. Jude's for for cancer research and helping all that out. And we created all these different teasers and stuff. It was awesome, and actually saving up that much money was just it was life-changing. It was crazy how you can do bigger for just playing video games, just playing zombies. And I was actually on vacation the day that we did Zombies for Charity too, like the day we did it. I literally got to my vacation house, set up my PlayStation, and played half of the day just playing zombies because I wanted to, I really wanted to help this charity out, even though I was on vacation. I still made time to help play with the, play for the event. And again, it was a resounding success. We had over $6,000 donated, and it was awesome. But honestly, it was a mess. Everything was set up. It was a mess. But this year we're planning on going high. We're going bigger. I don't know if I can show you we have like a movie poster. I don't know if you can show that on screen or not. I don't know if Zaza would want to send me that or not. We have a couple posters that we have set up, and I can announce the charity that we are doing this year. I'll put it in chat so you can put that on the screen.
Yeah,
we are doing the charity called A Kid Again Foundation, which is basically what they do is they take fundraising money and they give it to kids that are less fortunate, kids with special needs, and kids that are, again, less fortunate than others, and that they can, go have these, what they call, I think it's like vacation or adventures is what they call them.
Mm-hmm.
They go on adventures and it's in, I'm in Ohio, so I'll use some Ohio examples, like the Columbus Blue Jackets game, the Columbus Zoo. They take them to all these different places just to kind of, get out of their house and, have better experiences and, just kind of live life like they can, So that's the charity we are doing. We are going to have, let me see here, make sure again I don't say anything, 5 to 6 teams. So it's going to be a little shorter than last year, but 5 to 6 teams we feel like it'd be perfect. We're going to include cross-play teams, meaning it's not going to be PlayStation versus Xbox like last year. These teams are going to have Xbox and PlayStation mashed together as, one. And I do have the poster here that I can send you that you can put on screen.
Yeah, of course. Send it through.
This is something they were working on.
Guys in chat as well. Sorry, I didn't realize that Caleb actually had sent it through. This is the charity that Zombies for Charity 3 is going to be supporting. so you guys can see that. No,
Drag
that's
that over.
awesome.
I don't know why it's taking forever, but yeah, we got crossplay, and we got a couple of merges that we are really excited about. Can't really talk about them too much right now because they're not super set in stone yet, but there's a couple crossovers that we're planning on doing with some other big, well-known zombies, things that are going on in the community that we're very excited about. And it's gonna be a good time. I'm very excited. We don't have that much things set in stone yet, but again, 5 to 6 teams, all cross-play, so there's not gonna be PlayStation, Xbox. It's gonna be PlayStation, Xbox together as a team. Yeah, and then I just sent you the poster, and that's the official logo and poster that we are using this year.
Yep, guys on the stream, guys in chat can see this now as well. I'll tell you what, that's a cool looking poster. I like it. Not too overwhelming.
We decided to go 80s themed. It has you can kind of see the little space, and you can also see the perk logos and stuff kind of mixed in there as well.
Yeah,
it's really dope.
That is very dope.
Yeah, and we've actually had a meeting with one of the general managers at a kid again, and we had me and Zazu and Yuja. We had a Zoom call with one of the heads at a kid again. So we're setting up stuff with them as well. So it's not just gonna be last year we did St. Jude's. And it was just, us doing stuff for St. Jude's. There's always other people doing stuff for St. Jude's as well. This time, there's going to be more interaction between us and the charity itself.
That's brilliant. That's amazing.
So, we're
GG to you guys.
Getting custom stuff on their website, and it's exciting. I'm super excited for everything that we have planned. And again, we have a lot more stuff to announce and to bring out. We have an announcement video that we are still setting up right now. And it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited.
Oh, thank you very much for that exclusive information, Caleb.
Yeah, I don't think anyone knew we were announcing it till maybe 20 minutes ago, but there we go.
No, I didn't know. I didn't have a clue until Zazu put something in. He said something like, talk about the announcement. I'm like, oh, announcements? What announcement?
He sent me,
we like announcements.
He sent me a DM. He's like, dude, should we just reveal some Z4C stuff right now? I was like,
oh, bro,
dude,
that's amazing. That's great though. Obviously, I was very fortunate to take part in last year's Zombies for Charity. Even though I was only in kind of half of it, it was still a wonderful experience. And how much money you guys raised for the charity was phenomenal. You completely wiped clean your first year's target, and you wiped clean this year that year's target as well. $6,000 is a lot of money to help all those people that are just that are less fortunate. And this year I think you'll go even further.
That's what we're hoping. We're going, as they've been saying a lot on Twitter, we're going to the moon, boys. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, we got a lot of stuff planned, a lot of collaborations planned that are probably going to blow people's minds that we're super excited for.
That's amazing. Well, we look forward to hearing more about it.
Hell yeah!
You guys will do a great job with this event. I know you will, and you're gonna raise a lot of money for this charity. And it's gonna get a lot of people excited.
When we were having our meeting with the kid again, general manager, when he had our meeting, he just kept saying, "It's I think it's I think it's really cool that you guys are doing this." He's like, "Again, I just want to thank you guys so much for thinking about us and doing this charity. We want to thank you for having a call with us and actually interacting with us because St. Jude's, we raised a lot of money for them, and they just kind of oh yeah, thanks." This one, we're actually, it's very talk back and forth with the actual charity itself. And the guy we had a conversation with, he lives less than 5 minutes away from me right now, which is
that's a result.
Crazy. Yeah, he was like, I was like, yeah, I live here. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I live 5 minutes away from you. I was like, oh, there you go. So it's a very small world, but it's gonna be a great event. We don't really have a set goal right now. We just kind of we just hope to raise money for charity. That's really it.
Well, you will do exactly that. No, honestly, you and Zazu and Yuija, you're gonna do such a good job. I know you will, and yeah, we can't wait for the event. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, we can't wait for it either. We're sitting here like on the edge of our seats waiting to announce everything too. We're like waiting to put everything all out.
Waiting for the days to roll around. And be like, the
we're
days
waiting for the
today.
time to go by fast. Yeah, when I think about, TV shows, time goes by super slow, but when I think about going to work, time just, speeds up for some reason. Crazy stuff.
That's great. Okay, guys. That is going to wrap up this episode of the ZombSquad podcast. I did hope you all enjoyed, and thank you for 18 likes on this episode of the podcast. You guys are insane. Wow, that's amazing. And a special thank you to Caleb, not just for coming on the show today, but for giving us a little bit of exclusive information about the charity. Really happy to have you on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Excuse me. Thanks for inviting me.
That's great. It was really awesome to have you on, man. Glad we could talk about, a lot of interesting stuff on this episode. It was a rather good one. Again, thank you to the other hosts of the show, Carl and Spike. You were both awesome.
As always.
Yeah.
And we will be back. Not next week, guys, but the week after, so the 28th. And we have Easton McCrate coming back on the show. He was a guest on a few episodes ago, and then after him, we've got a guest who was due to come on in December, but we didn't ended up doing an episode, so it kind of fell through. But we'll announce him nearer the time. But for now, guys, hope you all have a fantastic day wherever you are in this world. As Jason Hoisington of the Division C podcast says, hope you all have a great day, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.